Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar. My name is Amy Hayo and I'm a Customer Success Manager here at Chorus. I work with Microsoft partners just like you every day to help them solve their content challenges and make the most out of these Microsoft assets that are available. I'm here to show you how you can benefit from the sales enablement platform via a live demo. Our time is limited today, so we'll jump right in. If you'd like to follow along, you can, and it takes just 1 minute to create an account. Simply follow the registration link that was provided to you and follow the prompts to sign up. Your Chorus account will be authenticated with your Office 365 for Business login. And then you can choose to start a new hub, or if you see that your colleague already made one for your organization, go ahead and join that one. Today, we are going to get started in the browser, and later in the demo, we'll dive into the Office 365 add-ins, which are available for Outlook, Word, and PowerPoint. You are more than welcome to follow along with either or, as you'll find that the experience is pretty much the same. So, the first thing you're likely curious about is, what type of content are you even going to find here in Chorus? So in the Microsoft Partner Network channel, we are going to find ready-made assets made by Microsoft, available to you for you to use how you'd like, meaning that it's completely customizable, and the best part is they're free. These are the same assets that have been intricately weaved into the Partner Network website. Partners were spending 3 to 8 hours a week looking for content. So with Chorus, our goal was to digitally transform the way that this is done and help you utilize these assets at scale. So our Partner Network channel takes you straight to the source of their ready-made materials, and it's updated in real time. The content is typically organized by campaigns, and there are lots of things that you can search for here using keywords or the filters. The resources in here you can use for a variety of different things. You'll find assets that you can utilize for training, utilize them for cold calling, to look at data, to present presentations and pitch decks, really, you name it. So if we take a look at the filters here, we see that there's going to be a resource type filter. So if we look at the resources in here, this is really what we could see what is all inside this channel. And it has a wide range: email templates, case studies, sales guides, sales readiness materials, lots of different things in here. And also lots of fantastic information. Some content is really specific, including information for nonprofits or for government, on Get Modern messaging, for the Dynamics product, and more. And best of all, it's all from within this platform that we will be able to access, personalize, and create all of the Microsoft-related content that will help us convince our customers to move forward with us. So, getting into the scenarios, I know that Get Modern has been a pretty big topic lately. So what I'd like to do is we'll start off the demo by doing a search for Office 365 presentations. I'll go ahead and click on the filters here, and we'll do a search. So once you do a search, you're taken to a list of assets just like this, where you can see the title, a short description, and also what type of asset it is, so you can know if it's a PDF or if it's something that you could customize. If the document catches your attention, click on it and it'll open up the thumbnail preview of that document. So we could go ahead and take a quick search through it, get an idea of what the general landscape of that document is. But if you actually want to read it and really dive into it, click on the preview button and that'll open the full width scale of that document. You'll also notice that there's lots of other buttons here, and all of this is going to be the different ways that you can use content with Chorus. So we'll have a chance to cover a few of these today in more detail. If you really like a document and you want to be able to quickly get to it later on, favorite it, and what it'll do is it'll add it as a short link on your home page where you can instantly get to that document later on. So for now, if I switch over to my other tab here, I have a Get Modern Customer Pitch Deck. This is one of the most popular assets of 2020 so far, and for good reason. It has really good graphics, it has updated messaging, and it also covers some key topics, including end of support. It also talks about outdated technology and outdated hardware. It goes over Office 365 for business, and has lots of really great points on why SMBs should do this so that they can boost their performance and improve their security. So like I said with Chorus, there's lots of different ways that you can use content. If we wanted to create this document, we could go ahead and do that. We could download it if we needed to add our own differentiated message. But something else we could do is use a piece of this presentation. And I could do that just by switching over my views, over into my gallery view right here. And here we'll be able to see a holistic view of the presentation with each of the pages. Now I can simply select the slides that were important to me and fit my specific use case, and I'll add those items to the cart. This is essentially shopping for a custom presentation. You can add slides from one document to the cart. You can add slides from 5 different documents to the cart. And when you're done, simply click Checkout, and you'll move forward with creating the document. I don't need to rearrange, so I'll press Create. And now I can move forward with creating the document. I'll go ahead and give it a fresh name here. I'll convert it to a PDF. And if I'd like, I can actually save this back to my OneDrive as well. Your OneDrive comes automatically connected with your Microsoft Partner Network license. So just like how we're using content all these great ways with Microsoft today, you can also use content from your OneDrive in that same fashion. So for now, I'll go ahead and put this in my generic folder. I'll give it a new name since it looks like I have one already with that name. There we go. And we're creating a fresh version of that document that we made straight from the Microsoft template. Once the document has been created, we can open it up real quick. And here we could see the custom asset that we made from that template. All right, I'll go ahead and exit out of that. So one thing that we hear from Microsoft partners is that there's so much content available and they're not really sure where to start. And there's 2 areas I would say as a suggestion for you to get started. The first is that if you haven't already signed in with your MPN ID, which is a single-time login when you click in the MPN channel, you'll be prompted to do so, and I highly recommend you do. Because if you're a silver partner, a gold partner, if you're involved in any special program such as P-Seller, all of that gated content you're eligible for will be geared right into your own profile to make sure that you receive all of that custom Microsoft content you're eligible for. The second is if you don't really know where to start and you're not really sure what to search, take a step back and look at the featured campaigns. This is where Microsoft has organized some of the most important content all into easy, digestible campaigns that you can utilize, ranging from cold calling scripts, data sheets, brochures, flyers, presentations, all sorts of different materials you're going to find in here. So for now, let's go ahead and take a step back real quick. And now I'm going to search for Microsoft Teams. So when you do a search, especially if it's a broader search, you might start seeing these purple folders towards the top of them. And what this is, you can think of it just like a campaign folder where you can click into it and it will take you to that list of assets for that specific campaign. And you can see that little breadcrumb trail right here. If you really like that campaign as a whole and you want to save it to your favorites for later, just click on the star on the right-hand side. So let's say I'd like to narrow this down a little bit. It's 45 results right now. Let's go ahead and do a keyword search for flyer and see if we can narrow this down to a few less assets. Looks like we have a few different options here, so I'll go ahead and open them up. And I see this one's one meant for introduction. So it looks like if you're trying to introduce a prospect to Microsoft Teams and start getting them to think about what the benefits of that is, this might be a good flyer to use. So in this case, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and press create. Now, I really like create. It's just like download, but it's like download on steroids. And I say that because with Chorus, you have the ability to smart enable content, and Microsoft does that for some of their most popular assets, and it enables you to very easily personalize your content with relevant information. Your own contact name, your company, your own call to action, and even your own logo as well. So lots of different flexibility in there when you use create. Chorus will pick up on that document if it does have any smart fields where you can personalize. Again, you get the option to rename it right from here. If I'd like to convert it to a PDF, I could go ahead and do that. And we can press create. So if we download that and give it an open, if we look a little bit more closely at this document, we could see here where our quick personalization came into play. All right, so I promised you that we would jump into the Office 365 add-ins. So let's jump into there. We'll do one more scenario, and then we'll let you all go for today to let you all go explore this tool for yourself. The Office 365 add-ins are really easy to get to. We have a quick link up here in the right-hand corner that'll take you to the Microsoft Office store. Otherwise, just go into your Word document, PowerPoint, wherever, click Get Add-ins, and there you can search in the Office store for Chorus. And once you do that, you'll see that Chorus Content Hub is really easy to access right here from the right-hand side. It'll open up in a little pop-up just like this. In this case, let's go ahead and jump into Outlook, and we'll do an Outlook scenario. All right, so I'm opening up the Content Hub add-in right now. And here we're on our home page. We see these same featured campaigns we were looking at just a bit ago, but now they're just down here in the carousel right here on the home page. Here's the Isre Migration Partner Resources. So let's take a look in here and see what they got for us. Looks like there's lots of great information again, ranging from cost of ownership examples, economic impact reports, presentations, guides, lots of different assets that we can utilize for the Isre migration. So in this case, since we're in Outlook, we do have a special option to attach a document. So for example, this ebook, if we want to send this off to a customer, we could do this straight from Chorus without even leaving it. And I clicked attach. And here we see it get attached into the Outlook presentation. Now, if I want to take a step back, I could also do a search for email templates, for example. And we'll go ahead and look for the product Microsoft Isre. And here it looks like we have some different templates that we could utilize as well. So the really nice thing about these templates, just like with the presentation, you can use it as a whole, or you could use parts of those documents. Today, we'll just look at the insert so we could see us using this email template and putting it right into our Outlook. All right, now I have all the smart fields I want to enter in, input into there. And instantly, we're able to utilize this email template That's going over the end of support and talking about some very important security-related messaging, all related to the end of support. And you'll find some good instructions in here too if you are curious about what to use for the title or where you need to customize that email template. You can find all that information right at the bottom of the template. So Microsoft is really helpful to add some of that extra messaging in there. So the last thing, you might have heard me mention earlier that you have connection to your OneDrive. Included with the Microsoft Partner Network channel, you have access to your own business OneDrive, as well as any other partner content that you might have received via your other partners. So in OneDrive, you can utilize your content the exact same like how we were utilizing the Microsoft content. So for example, if I take a look into one of my customer folders here, I have an Isre proposal, something I got off of the Microsoft Partner Network channel. And what I did is I actually sent this over to my proposal team to help me customize this and add our own differentiated messaging. I wanted to include the customer's logo and also update some of the cost savings that are included in this template. So now that it's finished, I'd like to share this with my prospect. But instead of just attaching it and sending it off and never really knowing if they even got a chance to see it, what I'd like to do instead is I'd like to share this content via a link, and I'd like to track how that content is being used. So you could do that with the share and track feature in Chorus. And what we're doing right now is we're creating a link that goes straight to this piece of content. You could go ahead and copy it or insert it. And why don't we take a step back from this Outlook add-in and let's see what the experience looks like for the customers when they receive that link. So here I'm taking that same share and track link, and what we see first is that Chorus captures the email address for that person viewing the asset. Once we do that, Chorus is recording how that person is engaging with this content, how much time they're spending looking at the content, and specifically on a per page basis. So for example, if you see that your prospect's spending a lot of time on the cost savings page, this can be a topic of discussion for the next call, just making the follow-up that much more relevant for that prospect. And you can find all of that shared information right here from Chorus Content Hub in the browser. You see who looked at it, how much time they spent on it, and when you're trying to get granular, the per page basis of viewing. So these are just some of the ways that you're able to leverage Chorus Content Hub to help you get the best assets and help get to market fast with them. So a couple things as we wrap up here. If you'd like to add other languages such as Spanish or French, and you're looking for that type of content, simply go to your profile settings, and from here you'll be able to add all of the other languages that Microsoft has available for partners. Lastly, if you haven't already, make sure to share that registration link with all of your colleagues. They'll all be able to use it to join that same account that you followed along with us today on. And it's completely unlimited for all users to join. And all Microsoft partners who are going to get benefit out of this are encouraged to join the Chorus Content Hub. So I hope that you found the webinar insightful today, and hopefully you found some ways that you can leverage the content. I'll end this webinar with a few key questions for you to consider as you get in here and start exploring yourself. The first is, how are you targeting your brand new customers? And are you creating your marketing materials from scratch or at all? Have you had a chance to map that content to your customer journey? And is your sales team equipped with the latest Microsoft messaging? These are all ways that you can leverage the Microsoft Partner Network content in Chorus Content Hub.